Hello again from my bathroom. So today's video, I've been waiting to film this for a hot second because I ordered these like e.l.f. concealers online on the e.l.f. website because I needed this white one that's only available on the e.l.f. website. So took like not that long to ship, but I've been accustomed to like 2-day shipping, but these only took like 6 days, which is really not bad at all. But I've been waiting patiently. I've been checking like every day and every night. And they finally got here yesterday, and I haven't even opened them yet because I wanted to film it. And they had like, if you spend $25, you get free shipping. Like, I'm paying like $6 for shipping, so I ordered more. Well, I honestly needed one of these sponges because I lost mine. I was old anyway. And then, little concealer sponge duo. Okay, concealer brush / sponge duo. Oh, also in 1 minute, I will be needing to check on my rice. So I'm already warning you, you'll be staring. You just got a sneak peek just now when I went off camera. That's what you're gonna be staring at. Also, they had free gifts, and they only had the contour palette in dark / deep. So we're gonna see. I'm actually gonna swatch it right now because I thought, okay, lightest shade, I could probably get away with using that as contour. But now it's kind of just looking like, in real life, it's just kind of looking like pure orange. Like, I'm a little bit alarmed. You can't really tell on camera. Thing is like, these just aren't very gray. They looked more gray online. Like, a true contour needs to be gray. But I think I can get away with this shade right here. This shade is just like a pure orange. Oh, it's rice time. So, give me 1 moment, please. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I guess I'll just start. I saw this concealer like a long time ago in this makeup video that like, it was like a Sybil Kapart, like capper. I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand first. I'm being very cautious. It's like, I feel very okay. It's a little bit light. I've heard from some people that it oxidizes, but I don't know. And then I already like use this as a primer. It's to moisturize, not really to prime. Because I don't prime. I'm very paranoid about things I put on my face because I do break out. For instance, this cystic zit has been on my face for like over a week now, and it was from sunscreen that is called Clear Face by Neutrogena. That is like zinc free for sensitive skin. Cystic zit. So, that's why I'm cautious. Also, I'm eating snap peas. Great healthy snack. And okay, I'm just gonna put this on my face. I'm gonna wet my sponge. I'm gonna tell you a little college life hack. because sushi is like my favorite food. Ooh, this sponge is good. Ooh. I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but it's getting really big. So, sushi is my favorite food in the whole entire world. And today I was really craving it, and I was like, what can I make at home that's like an equivalent to sushi? I was like, sushi is a very unique food. It's kind of in its own group. And then I was thinking about just ordering sushi. Okay, we're gonna try it. I can't just like focus on the concealer. Like, I need to go on a billion tangents. So I'm just gonna dot it on my face. And just see where things go. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing. Whoa, that shit is white. Okay. Better than getting it too dark, because too white is pretty fixable, I feel. And like, I'd rather look too ghosty than like, I was gonna say something that, okay. I'd rather look too ghosty than get canceled. So, my sushi hack, okay? Yeah, so I was pretty tempted to just like buy some sushi, spend my money on some sushi. But sushi is like on the pricier side of foods, even if you get it like a little bit cheaper. So I was like about to buy it, and then it just came to me. And I made some rice. I put some tofu in the oven. And then I have some avocado. But if you don't have avocado, you can use cucumbers or edamame or anything that like goes on sushi normally. And I didn't mention this real quick. We are gonna also be using the contour palette today. We're gonna try it out. This is a little e.l.f. try on / but the concealers, they're the stars of the show. They are what I am basing all my serotonin needs on. Just kidding, jokes. So we got your rice. I like white rice because sushi usually has some white rice on it. But not all sushi, # not all sushi. So there's what am I talking about? White rice. I put avocado, you can put whatever vegetable, tofu, or whatever your preferred. You can put fish. Fish is not great for the environment, but you do you, boo. Like, it's fine. If you already have fish at home or something, or your family buys fish, or like whatever. I won't judge you, but like, do look up for our environment, please. But anyway, those things, you can add whatever else you like in your sushi. Put in a bowl, put your sauce as just soy sauce, and girl, you're set. Because in my opinion, soy sauce, for me, is like 50% of the sushi experience. So putting soy sauce on anything is automatically like a win. So that's where I'm at. And I haven't tried it yet, so I can't tell you if it works. I can only tell you that was my idea. So it came to me. I take no credit. Just kidding. I take a little credit, but it just appeared to me from God. So God, thank you, God, thank you. Saved me $12. I already had avocado at home, so I don't like to spend my money like unnecessarily. So, wow. I must say, I am extremely impressed with this concealer. I'm filming on my iPad, so let me see if I can like get up close and personal. I could have done like a little before, but as you can see, it's not like showing textures or lines, or like I have some like not concealers but foundations and like face products that look like sand on my skin, or like just cake, I don't know, just very like I put like flour on my face, or they just add texture that wasn't even there to begin with, and it's like, bro, that is not what I asked you to do. And what if we try some of the white concealer under the eyes, but like just a teensy bit, but like mix it maybe with the other one. Ooh, you guys, I'm into this, like, cause I got really sick. We'll see how this does for my skin, but I got really sick of spending like $40 on foundation. Even though I do believe that the ingredients might be slightly better, that could be in my head. I really don't need like more coverage, so I'm just gonna go in with the white and just put the tiniest bit. Maybe we'll use this tiny little sponge. And then the brush I thought I could use for the contour. That could be our turning point. That could be our turning point. I'm not gonna lie. That contour has some orange undertones. If you're warm toned, it might be good for you. I'm just kind of a firm believer that shadows are gray, so they're not orange. I don't know. It could be a good bronzer. I can see it being a good bronzer for like somebody who's quite warm tone to begin with, and it's not made for my skin tone, so that is something to keep in mind. That doesn't change the fact that it's does not have my preferred undertone. My tofu is ready. Yay! I have an automatic oven and it makes me happy because I don't need to turn it off myself, and it makes me happy. Except it's beeping, so do I do something about that? One moment, please. Alright, well, in my oven's defense, I like had an end to that sentence. I had an end to that sentence, and that's just not in the cards for us. So just really, I found that a little goes a long way, because I put a ton on my cheek because that's what I saw like some other people do. But for me, it just went a long way on my skin. Like, it covered a lot of my face, so figured you don't need a ton with this, or depends like how much coverage you want, I guess. I don't want like a ton of coverage. You guys, I'm really into this. Okay, sponge is taking it off a little bit. Sponge is lifting some product, not gonna lie, sponge is lifting some product. Can you see that? I don't think you can, but you see how that's all covered? You can't really tell on camera, I don't think. in regards to the title, so far these are curing my depression. My depression is pretty much, she's like subsided substantially, but just have residual trauma to heal, so that's where we're at, and these concealers sure are boosting me up. I wonder if anybody else has titled, like, I cannot be the only one that has thought of this title. I probably saw it somewhere, but it's all jokes, you guys. It's all jokes. My mental health has been doing so much better ever since. This is gonna sound like a fucking, I don't know, like QVC ad, but I'm gonna bake. But ever since I began to do these nightly affirmations, and if you do them, like, oh, I never said anything about the white concealer. Hold up. Yeah, it added some white. I think if I like put more under my eyes, it would have made a bigger difference, but I think I would say, since I put 2 tiny dots, I do see some light coverage. I didn't really need it. The concealer got my under eye, so. But yeah, I can't really give like a good review of this concealer because I used like 2 teensy little dots I'm still figuring out what the correct portion of this concealer is, so just the Mary Kay powder, it's like the best. I don't know, you can't see. Mary Kay powder. I've tried powders in my life, but the Mary Kay does it for me. Just, you can't see it on the skin, and that's all I can ask for. But it like mattifies, keeps your makeup on. It's good for baking. Are all powders good for baking? Are there some that are like not good for baking? Probably the shimmery ones, like I doubt you'd want to bake with those, but if you're using a shimmery setting powder, you probably don't need to bake anyway. But I don't know your life, invisible person I'm talking to. So my mental health has gotten so much better. It's a mixture of things. I write a lot. Listen, improving your mental health is not going to be a fucking walk in the park, but otherwise everybody would be shining, would have the most immaculate mental condition, and that's just not the case, which goes to show you it's not just simple. It's not simple. It's hard work. You gotta figure out what works for you. What works for me is, I love that this title was a complete joke and now I'm talking about mental health tips. Anyway, let's try this nice orange. Anyway, please. Hey, I'm wearing a mask today anyway. Am I right, ladies? All I'm doing today is going to work, and I might even take this off before I go because I'm wearing a mask anyway and I don't want my skin like suffocating inside the mask. So, started writing, and this all just kind of happened like when I was ready for it to happen. I didn't like force myself to do this stuff, but my parents got me a little journal when I started college. I was really going through it when I started college, my first year of college. And I was, it just all came everything I've been suppressing for years and years and years just reached the surface. So it was a lot, but my parents got me like a little journal and like some pens and a little like self-care thing. It was very sweet. But I started just one day, just like picked it up, started writing in it, and I started journaling, and then I kind of just got the like rhythm of journaling. Like, you're kind of connecting with yourself, and that was not a concept that I had previously been familiar with. At the time, I was like smoking a lot of weed, so I was like high one day and writing, and it just like clicked. It clicked for me, and I was so excited. And then reading a lot of spiritual books. There's that, and then that really helped. And like learning to, especially The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. And yeah, I've been reading lately The Body Keeps the Score, and I don't remember the name of the author right now. So quickly about this. It's reading more like a bronzer to me, but it's not bad at all. But it's more of a bronzer than a contour, I would say. And the fact that I can use this and I'm this pale, I think they could go a little deeper, darker than that elf. But and if you're wondering why I got the deep dark, by the way, like if anyone's like confused, like why, this was their free gift. They did not have the light shades in as a free gift. I'm guessing they were not selling this as much, which is why they're giving that one away as a free gift as opposed to the other one when they're also having it on sale right now for $3. So if anybody's interested, I guess I'm giving Elf Cloud, whatever, take it. Take the Cloud Elf. So, anywho, yeah. Reading spiritual books, journaling, going on walks, meditating. Oh my god, meditating is what like started everything. Like I just started doing like 5 minutes a day. That built. And then positive affirmations. Ooh, another good book, Creative Visualization. I would like to link these below. I'm not gonna promise that that's something I'm gonna do, but that's something I would like to do, and that I can promise you. And I'm using a concealer brush because I am just off the fucking hinges, man. Why am I? Anyway. So, where was I? Creative Visualizations. Don't remember her name. Great book, changed my life. Such a great book. Such a great book. So that one's about like positive affirmations. That one helped a lot. A lot. And then so meditating, walking, you got it, you heard me talk. And after yoga, because yoga actually, I think this is part of like anxiety and stress. I hold a lot of tension in my body, like I'm so tense. And fellow Capricorns, fellow Earth signs, who else is under constant pressure? Anyway, just kidding. I'm not kidding, but yoga really helps with that. I think everybody benefits from yoga, but my fellow earth signs, Mars is out there. I'm not an earth Mars, but Mars has to do with like physicality. So my fellow queens and kings. Okay, I'm just adding so much and it's not necessary. And I'm gonna actually diffuse it with my brush. So like, it doesn't matter what your sign is. If you're somebody that holds a lot of tension in your body, yoga is great for releasing tension. It also ups your sex drive, which for me is not good. I don't need it any higher, but some people, apparently makes your sex life better. I can't speak on that. But it just, that tension, it gets out of your body and you feel so much freer and lighter. Because holding that tension in you, it's just so, ooh. I don't know. So yoga, I dedicate my life to yoga. And what else? I think, obviously, exercising, eating healthy, you've heard it before. Seriously, journal your feelings too, especially victims of emotional neglect. Your feelings were never considered. You learned to just shut them down, not pay attention to them because you just learned that they were not important, which is not true. But it can make us very numb emotionally. So for me, learning to like acknowledge my feelings and stuff and like name them has made a huge difference. It took me like a second to really learn. By the way, all these things took years at this point. I think I really started in like 2020. So it's been about a year and a half at this point of like accumulating all this stuff. But actually longer, almost 2 years I would say. So patience is needed. If you want to heal your mental health, babe, it's going to take a second. It's going to take a second. It's going to take some work. But it pays off. It really pays off. So, eating healthy, also emotional neglect, while we're on the topic of that, can make it very difficult to take care of yourself. Like, make sure you're eating 3 meals a day, drinking water, sleeping 8 hours a day, that stuff. Mental health tip. I mean, I think that's difficult for most people, but another thing that takes practice. And I just grabbed my water bottle. Anybody, I encourage you all to grab your water right now. Is anybody like sticking around for this? I'm trying to do my makeup. Okay. High Beam by Benefit. This little sample has lasted me for a long time. But that's also because I don't really highlight as it is, but you really don't need a lot. Sample size works great for me, but what I was like the big kicker of this whole mental health rant was night meditations. Now, I would choose these carefully because you want to be careful what you're like putting into your subconscious. I'm still trying to figure out what like the good ones are. I think doxy, but figure out what works for you, because we're all gonna have like different stuff, and I don't want to encourage anyone to like pump stuff into their subconscious at night without like fully knowing what I'm talking about. So, but that's what I do. So okay, I find these like positive affirmation videos. They're like 8 hours long, 3 hours long, something like that. And then I put them on like before, as I'm falling asleep, as like part of my nightly routine. Also regimens. Regimens are great, but that's part of my nightly regimen. And it's like, there's ones to like cure anxiety, heal like childhood trauma. Honestly, those have worked wonders for me. I don't know if they're recommended, but, and I'm not going to recommend them. I'm just going to say I've seen a difference in my life when I've used them. But I think it is kind of the fast track to manifesting, because it seriously just does the work for you. It's like the lazy way to manifest. Whoa. But I put it on while I'm sleeping. I'm asleep. It's like saying positive affirmations. It's getting into my subconscious brain as I'm in REM sleep. Because when you're in REM sleep, that's when like the most healing happens. That's when you're in your most like trance-like state. So people like to put them on while they're like doing homework, like doing makeup, getting ready, whatever, day-to-day things. I've been using them for like months now. I actually started using them a while ago, but I stopped for a while because I did not understand the full impact that they were going to have in my life. But seriously, they have worked wonders in my life. Seriously. And I'm gonna wash my brush. Or wash my sponge. And yeah, so I just really have seen a big difference in my life by those. The one that I've been listening to the most is Live the Life You Love is the name of the channel. And yeah, it made a big difference. Like since I've done them with like my own work, and I mean, you can't just pump. I'd say it's the lazy way to manifest stuff, but you still need to put in work. It helps. It's a little extra like boost. And I don't take them lightly, because like when I listen to the trauma healing ones, for example, it brings up a lot. Like the next day when I first started listening to them, I would feel like pretty heavy the next day, like all day. But I could tell it was working externally, but like internally, I was feeling very heavy. So I would say use with caution, proceed with caution, because I don't want to I don't fuck with things. For me, they have worked, and like, I got recommended them through a YouTube video, and I'm very thankful that I did. So I want to spread the message. But yeah, like, I think it's like the fast track to manifesting. There's different ones. Like, I like the trauma healing, the like psychological ones. There's like manifest clear skin. There's manifesting like beauty, losing weight, but just realize like it's gonna work through your subconscious, so some stuff might come up that you were not ready for. It's deep stuff. It's your subconscious, very deep. But I want to recommend that because it has changed my life. Changed my motherfucking life. Also, if you're like spiritual, say surrounding yourself with like other people who are also spiritual, it helps. Or like like-minded people, having that support is very helpful. And yeah, you guys, that's my biggest recommendation. Live the life you love. Here on YouTube, that was like the kick of, this is the push I needed to like really improve. And it did take a while. It did take a while to like see results, but I saw those results, baby. And I feel a lot better because it just releases so much negativity. And like, since doing them, I mean, I have my own place now, moved away from like an environment that's not healthy. I'm moving away from like jobs that don't serve me anymore, and you know, just people. I've left like a toxic relationship from it that was like taking over my life, and my fucking toxic roommate just is gone now. Like magically, I still am so grateful that happened, and just a lot of positive changes in my life, and I just feel better, feel lighter, have more success in like my school, my work, day-to-day interactions with people, relationships. That really helped my mental health. So this was meant to be a concealer try-on turned into a podcast, but these concealers, I give them a 10 out of 10. Why not? Because the reason being, they're $6. Okay, I can't really speak for the white ones, ignore that. I bought that for a very exciting video that I cannot wait to film. But this in fair beige is my color. 10 out of 10. $6. You can get it at Walmart, at Target, Walgreens, I think CVS. I don't know. Elf isn't paying me. And then, it's convenient. That's my point. $6. This shade, which is not, it's great. It's wonderful. Makeup Forever Ultra HD. It's doing similar things. I don't know how it wears. TBH, haven't tested that yet, so I can't speak on that. But coverage is great. Looks great on my skin. I feel like it's buildable coverage, which is what I look for. And maybe I'll try like my contour shade, because this I give it a 3 out of 10. Not my favorite. But maybe I'll try that darkish. I don't know. Maybe we need to go to different lighting. But okay, these, I wouldn't compare them because this is like full coverage. This is more like light to medium. But they're both like buildable coverage, I would say. And this can be used as a foundation. It can be used as a concealer. Not that I really tried it. But I like how it looks. It doesn't feel gross or anything. I can't really feel it. Looks great. Sponge is wonderful. No complaints. $6. Cheapest one I've used. And works just as great as the other ones. Brush. Wonderful. Worked great. Good for contouring. I would imagine great for concealer. Seven out of 10. Sponge. It lifted some of my products. I was not a fan of that. And I'm not really sure how it, like, you can use it on your whole face and it probably works. So I'm gonna leave this as a question mark because I don't really know what it performs like. I think it was on me. I don't think I used it right. So, and this stuff is a 10 out of 10. I use it to wash my beauty blenders. And Snap Teas, 10 out of 10. Alright, I will let you guys go. If you watch through the whole video again, like, you are a real one. Thank you. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little e.l.f. review. And I hope, and my makeup, my mental health tips. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.